Namaste and welcome to Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012, produced by Today's Youth Asia.
Nepal's Top 7 Debaters is a reality television show where young debaters are provided with a platform to voice forth their opinions on various issues that affect the society directly and help in building awareness through the feeling of competitiveness. The competition is divided into 6 categories: 2 languages, Nepali and English, and 3 grade levels, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and the bachelor's level. The debaters apply for the audition, and after selection, they go into a series of competition. In the competition round that follows, the debaters will be eliminated on the basis of their performance, and one winner will be announced from each of the 6 categories. There will be one winner nominated as a special mention, and that is how we'll announce the 7 winners of the Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012. Nepal's Top 7 Debaters will be organized every year by Today's Youth Asia.
Now we begin with the first competition round of the bachelor's level category, and the topic is Democracy is the best system for government. Now I'd like to call on stage Prizma Ghimire. She'll be speaking for the motion.
Why Socrates chose death over life? Why Aung San Suu Kyi chose to be imprisoned? Why those great 4 martyrs, they chose to give their life so easily? Why? The answer is democracy. If it wasn't for democracy, they wouldn't have done such a huge sacrifice. But it was for democracy. It was for their countrymen that they decided to do something like that. Before highlighting about democracy, let me get into the other system of government, such as dictatorship, autocracy, anarchy, theocracy, and other systems where there are no people mentioned in it. When the system is operating for the people and to the people, where are the peoples then? If the system is being made for the people, it should involve people, but democracy, it surely ensures that. My opponent friend, she said that politics is being defined as a dirty game because of democracy. But I would like to question her back again that does not happen in other system of government? French Revolution, it is the best example for me to give right now, where there was a situation when 90% of people, they died because of starvation, while the 10% they died because of indigestion. Does this make sense? Yeah, we're right. That at that point of time, there was no democracy. There was monarchy and feudalism, which made people to suffer greatly, but it was democracy. That now France is a democratic country and it's enjoying the democracy with equality as well. Second reason I would like to give is, as Abraham Lincoln said, democracy is for the people, by the people, and to the people. So it not only ensures the good governing system, it also ensures right for the people. For example, there are many countries who have been able to restore their rights only after the introduction of democracy. Name me one country that have able to ensure all these human rights without the establishment of democracy. I would again like to cut off the point that my opponent said. She said that she talked about minority, and as soon as she talked about minority, she again jumped that power should be given to one single person. What kind of absurd answer is that? She's again cutting her point herself. So democracy provides right for people and right to equality. That's my point. Thank you.
I am very much impressed. It's very logical. You have given very good examples also, and your body language, your facial expression, and overall it's really good presentation. Excellent. Thank you.
Again, there was some slight contradiction. I loved your opening. Unfortunately, I found it very public speaking, not so much a debate, because I think there was a lot of people before you who you did contradict later on, or you did talk about what points they had made mistakes in. But still, if you had taken that time, if it was a public speaking, that opening would have been perfect. But because this is a debate, you have to remember that, you're not trying to impress us with your language. You're trying to impress us with your facts, okay? So please keep that in mind. And also, I know it's fundamentally accepted to use word yeah, okay? But it would have given more impact if you said yes instead of yeah, yes. This is a common language, commonly used word, but especially when you're debating for Nepal's top, you shouldn't use words like yeah. Okay, yes would have given a much better effect.
Professor, very good. I'm very impressed. A very good opening, good examples. And you're the first one to mention the other forms of governments except for democracy, which is what exactly I was looking at. At the same time, you need to add more strength to your presentation. Today you're confident, but you're not convinced that you're confident. So those are two different things. You may look confident, but you may not be convinced that you're confident. You may not be confident, but you're convinced that you're confident. Those two are very, contradicting status of mind, and that appears on the face when you speak in public. So add more confidence to your presentation.
I'll try to improve it.
You'll do great.
Definitely. Thank you.
It's not that difficult. This is not a very difficult judging today, like compared to the other groups. It's just 4 of you, and you showed a clear variation in your presentation. So we're hoping to keep all of you, but we'll have to let one go. And so, Dava, we would like to wish you good luck. You try for the next year. You can debate. Your audition was very good, and so don't get discouraged, right? Try very hard, practice, and come back again next year, right? So the rest of 3 of you are selected for the next round, and Prasun, you have to work very hard if you want to stay on this competition. You have 2 more rounds to go, right? So it's going to get more tough because you'll have more time to debate, right?
Very confident, and I just wish for best.
I think the advice I can give you all is please, facts, not fiction. Okay, debating is facts. So please keep that on mind. And please, debater is when you argue with someone. It's not only your point of view. So whenever you're debating, please, there has to be an argument. He said that, or my opinion said that, opponent said that, this, that. There should be some argument. I know you prepare, but don't memorize your speeches, because that's what happens when you make a mistake. Your flow is very smooth, and you forget a point, and there goes everything. The building comes down. So try and include others' opinion also. I mean, others to not rebuttal, but to debate. Okay, and then your point of view. Okay, but your point has to be strong, not I think this country has, or I think they did. Because you're not class 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I think that certain level was slightly missing. Some points were good, but you're in college, so let it be a college debate, not a school level debate. Okay, please keep that on mind. But best of luck for the future.
Today, we're showing the semi-final round for the Bachelor's category. The topic for the competition is a foreign bank in Nepal contributes to capital flight.
Now I'd like to call on stage Prizma Ghimire of St. Xavier's College, and she'll be speaking for the motion.
There was an article on eKantipur which stated the Swiss bank report data, where the data exactly showed that our depositors, that means Nepalese depositors, they have deposited value of 97.14 million of amount relating to Swiss franc, which was on 2010. But the amount decreased to 74.66 million within the year at the end of the year 2011. This was really surprising for me, because the same bank trusted by millions of Nepalese in the year 2010 was not trusted in 2011. Why? The reason is because of the capital flight. We already know that capital flight is the transference of money from one territory to other. But one thing I'd like to add is, it is the transference of the money, but the other thing we need to see is it's the intentional disappearance of money from one economy to other economy. So in case of Swiss bank also, first it took the money of Nepalese as a loan, but then when the money was trapped in our global economy, it was not able to pay back, and here the Nepalese people, they suffered. Likewise, Global Financial Integrity 2008 revealed that there are most of the developing economies that they suffer because of the capital flight, because there is no system operating going on better out there. Second is that it also revealed the figure that from US dollar amounting from $850 billion to $1 trillion, it goes in the name of capital flight from various developing economies to abroad. So we can clearly see that there are so many foreign banks that are contributing to capital flight. Besides that, Nepal also have various foreign banks opening up in a daily basis, which exactly contributes to the increment in the capital flight that is occurring, frequently. Likewise, other thing is international banks, they lure our customer with offering higher interest rate. And once they offer higher interest rate, our Nepalese investor, they go and they deposit their money in the bank. But the other thing is, once the money is deposited, they utilize the money for the further approach or in foreign market, which might not lead the money to return back to the country of origin. This is where our problem lies. My opponent stated about liability, but let me tell her that, my friend, the most contributing factor for liability is because of the foreign banks that are residing in the nation. Similarly, she talked about the profit holding capacity, but once the foreign banks take the profit, those profits are gone into the pockets of owners, not to the people. So it again proves that foreign banks are again and again contributing to the capital flight. Thank you so much.
Your starting was very good. You used an example, and I think that gets the audiences or everybody's attention around you. You have stage presence, but you fumbled a little bit, and I don't know, maybe it's because you had a lot of facts, which is good, and you wanted to get all the points across. But in order to do that, just know what you're going to talk about, rather than jumping from one point to another. But I think you had good arguments, you had good points. Just you fumbled. You were a bit nervous, So if you work on that, I think you'll be great.
Opening was good, but debate is also like an essay. It has an opening, it has a content, and it has a closing. So you started all of a sudden with an example, and I expected a little bit of opening of your phrase or debate topic, then straight to example. Yes, overall it was good and impressive.
You're more confident earlier than today. And let me start by saying that I respect your hijab. It's such a nice outfit. You did get interrupted in between, but at the same time, when you have a lot of data, and plan it well. Don't let the data collide with each other. Plan it well, and you don't have to go with all the essay part at one point. All the data is in another part. You can mix them up. That gives you enough cushioning effect in your speech, right? So when you structure your speech very well, then you can get rid of that. But at the same time, don't memorize and speak out. It's a topic where you can research and make notes of your previous speakers and counter them very well. You did very good today. We, the panel of judges, have come to a decision. However, I want to comment on a few things. You're in English bachelor's level, and our expectations are very high. And I would say that on overall, today's performance was below average. There are certain things that I was hoping you would come up with. Nobody took a single name of a foreign bank in Nepal. That's the first thing you start with. All these banks have their audit reports public in a book or on their website. And none of you took any reference from the data. When a topic like this is given, you go to those banks and ask for certain data and quote that in your debate. It's as easy as that, right? Some of the international contexts could have been taken. Let's say if there is a foreign bank in other countries, how it has operated and how some of the countries have been helped or some of the countries have not been helped. So that's where you find your for and against contents. So it's not very difficult to do the research for this topic. But all of this was totally missing. It will get more difficult as you move up. So an expectation is going to be very high from the people. So I hope, for the final, definitely two of you are going to make it. For the final, with this quality of debate, even if you make it to the top, there's not going to be fun in making it to the top. Because we have to choose one of you, right? So do not make us just choose one of you because there's a space for you. Make us really feel that you were the one who is the top in the bachelor's category of English, right? So I hope you prepare very well for the next one. Prasoon, we'll have to let you go here, right? You have very good content, but the difference between a debate and an essay writing is that you have to come up with more than content, right? I hope you work on your expression, on your confidence level. I like your enthusiasm. Most of all the judges felt that you have very good content, but at the same time, you have to work on your expression, on your stage presence, okay? Congratulations to both of you. We'll be seeing you in the final.
We've come to the final round of the bachelor's level category. The final competition round is Federalism will reduce corruption in Nepal. Now I'd like to call upon Prizma, who's going to speak against the motion.
A farmer thinking that it would be a wise idea to burn down his whole farm just to kill the termites is the same thing for us, the Nepalese, to believe that corruption will get reduced with the commencement of federalism. My opponent friend claimed that federalism will reduce corruption, but I have a question for her. If that's the case, when was the first time when federalism in India was introduced? 1950? And since then, it's holding the history of 62 years, but the history of 62 years Indian federal government has not been able to prove against corruption. If that was the case, then there was no need of any Anna Hazare who stood there for anti-corruption campaign conducting hunger strikes. Interestingly, I also found out an Indian website, namely ipaidabbribe.com, whereby Indian people, they come over and they share their bribe stories. A survey done in the same website revealed that 62% of Indians, they have first-hand experience of paying bribes to the officials to get their jobs done. Similarly, in case of South Africa as well, there has been significant rise in corruption rate by 9.1% since the assessment was started from 2003. When all these world context already proves that federalism has not been able to contribute in order to reduce corruption, how, my friend, can you claim that Nepal will get rid of corruption only with the establishment of federalism? Answer is, we will not. Well, talking more about federalism, I wouldn't say it is bad governance system at all, because it's a simple political concept designed for proper governance. But my opponent friend, she only talked about what federalism is and how it functions, but she never mentioned what kind of federalism we are going through. Federalism also have various models, and the kind of model that Nepal is trying to implement is based on ethnic categorization. And this might be very fearful in long run in case of corruption, because it will not only increase corruption in terms of among ethnic groups, but also increases corruption of power as well. A model developed by Transparency International stated that Nepal lies at the point of 2.2 between the scale of 0 and 10, where 0 refers to the most corrupt nation and 10 refers to the clear or transparent economy that a country beholds. Here, when it was clarified that Nepal falls under the most corrupted nation, further studies were done. And studies revealed that most of its corruption occurs at the local level than compared to the central government. This might once again come out as a disadvantage for federalism, because the whole idea of federalism incorporates that a country should be divided into a central government and a local government. When there is already a higher rate of corruption in local government, how, my friend, can you claim that there will be reduction in corruption? All in all, what I want to prove is political model is not an instrument to eradicate corruption. There will always be corruption if there is no other, if it is not severely charged as a crime, if until and unless there is change in attitude of people, it will always remain as a problem. But political model doesn't mean that corruption will be reduced. So here in this case also, federalism will not be able to reduce corruption. Thank you very much.
Let us hear what our judges have to say about your performance.
Prisma, among all the debates you have done, today is the best. I'm very happy you have worked hard. You've taken the advice seriously. You used very good examples. You had a proper counter argument and good logic, good data, and good examples. Good luck.
Prizma, yeah, because you've cited data, examples, and especially the Indian experience was really excellent. Because we can always go to TV, watch TV, and read papers, and we used to reading those kind of stuff about India. I'd like to congratulate you both and wish you all the best in future. Thank you.
Prizma, your examples were really good, very well researched. It was global, and I love the fact that you actually mentioned corruption as crime. So good luck to you both.
Thank you, judges. The judges are finalizing their marks, and we all are eagerly waiting for the announcement of the winner of this category.
You both have done very well throughout the series, and congratulations for making it to the final. We have to announce one winner today, and that still means the runner-up will have one more chance to go into the special mention category and see if you get selected. We would like to announce Prizma Ghimire as the winner for this category, Bachelor's Level English category. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Prizma. You've been declared as the winner of the Bachelor's Level category for Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2012. May I request our judge, Mr. Santosh Shah, to hand over the certificate and the gift voucher for Leadership and Skill Development Program to our winner.
The application for Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2013 is now open, and the auditions will take place in September 2012. If you are a student studying in between grade 7 and bachelor's level, you can apply for either English or Nepali category. For further details, you can visit facebook.com/top7debaters. Our email address is youthtya@gmail.com. Our phone number is 425-7250.
We'll be back with Nepal's Top 7 Debaters 2013. Till then, have a great year.